team is playing in the Rainbow Six Rally qualifiers. I have to go drop something off for my Lotus.
Quite possibly.
I think this is the start of a new video series called Life of a Lotus Owner. We're about to head out to the shop where my Lotus is being serviced, and got to drop something off, and it'll be pretty cool. I think it's in pieces right now, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys that, so it should be fun. I want to talk a little bit more about what it's like to own this car, the stuff that goes along with it, and I think we might make a little series out of it. So this is the start, and our team's in overtime right now. I hope they win. We're here at Exotic Auto Clinic. My Lotus is getting some parts installed. As you can probably tell from the fact that the back is gone. Got the new shifter in the car. You can see it's a lot more minimal and the action's a lot better. I actually need to try it still. And the whole back is off because we were going to do a clam hinge kit, which is basically like a piece to make it modular, but this car has a lot of upgrades, so it's a little complicated, and I don't think we're going to do it. So this is the existing roof and wing, which should look familiar, and then these are new pieces, which are going to go on the outside and the interior. And I have quite a bit more coming. We're going to have a very long video about this car when it's completely finished, because to be honest, it's going to be pretty epic. And some other people put a lot of time and effort into this car, so I feel like morally obligated to finish it for them. That's like truly how I feel about this car. I bought it and I figured out how much stuff was in it, and every time I bring it to a mechanic I find out more and more things. The neoprene engine mounts were new this time.
Another thing I noticed, like right here is what I was telling you about, where the bolts removed and the Velcro was put in, so I think it had.
Oh, is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, because there would be a bolt right there, which is really hard to get to, but they've already put this super strong Velcro on it. So we will leave that there. I was actually thinking, just to make life easier, I can modify that panel, which covers the two upper bolts, so that it comes out by itself without removing everything. And then in the future, should we need to clamp off, it'll probably save an hour.
Yeah.
Probably do about the same as having the clam kit.
Yeah, yes, with this car at least. So.
With the hinge kit now, I had to do a modification here, which that'll kind of be wobbling around, but I'll fix it. This is what this mounted to the rear part, which had to be removed. The cable for the hatch had to be removed, and the battery had to be relocated. It was supposed to be relocated to here, where there's absolutely no room to move that anywhere at all. So. Yeah.
Any problems? There's too many upgrades on this car. There's not enough room for all the new parts. All this whole side basically over here, all these three pieces that you guys are looking at are all new and not stock. So this car has quite a few of those. Headers, exhausts, and giant intercooler. So that's a brief tour of kind of what goes into making this car how I want it. So my digital dash is filthy on the inside. It has fingerprints and scratches on the inside of the lens. Because like most things made for Lotuses, it's made by a guy in England in his basement. That's true, right? You can basically just gauge how good a mechanic is based on the badges they have on their toolbox.
I'm a dork for badges. It's a little weird, like this one, you know.
Yeah, that one's cool.
It's huge. Lock.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's off of a transporter that the trunk popped open during transport on the car and wrecked the badge.
That's really cool.
When I was at Motor Cars of Georgia for a little while, and when the kind of way they tested me out was they gave me this basically a Evora in a box. I'm not exaggerating. It had been through one shop in Boston, I think it went to first, where they were trying to do a supercharger upgrade, and they gave up on it after 7 or 8 months. Sent it to another shop in South Carolina, who had it for 6 months and never touched it. And I got it with the whole engine taped up on top, the supercharger in the back seat. No snout on the supercharger, boxes and boxes and boxes of parts, and I found out that it was a supercharger kit that was made for the 6-cylinder Exige in Europe. That they basically sold this guy to put on his Evora.
Yikes.
And I made it work, and it was around a 450 horsepower Evora.
Jesus, oh, yeah, these are my seats.
Absolute monster.
That's crazy. That's a test.
Yeah.
Here's a car that you did not take apart. Put it back together.
Boxes.
Better than the old ones, trust me. You can't see fucking shit out of the other ones.
Yeah, then you get this much vision.
Yeah, you get literally zero vision. It's July 20th. This is Life of a Lotus Owner. It's a work in progress. But I'm here at Road Atlanta, just finished my first run group, walking over to a classroom session right now. You know, we just want to give you guys a peek into what it's like to own a nice car like this, and going to the track is like the most fun thing you can do with the car. So here here we are, doing it again.
I can make a little tweak, or I can't, but I need to accommodate that as I track out.
Consistent today. I'm really just working on making sure every lap is as close as possible to the same, which is kind of the key when you're really learning a track, learning how to race, learning how to drive fast. It's beautiful out. The sun has come out. It's going to get really hot and the track's going to heat up, but it should be a fun day. Today's been pretty uneventful compared to my last track's days just because of better car control. We're learning. It's working. Learning is occurring.
Clutch go in this car?
We're at the overlook at Road Atlanta. We're waiting for a tow truck to bring the Lotus back to my mechanic's shop. It seems drivable, but I've been advised not to drive it so it doesn't cause more damage basically. So we're gonna wait for the tow truck, and we found a really cool overlook to check out some of the track. This is the really scary part of the track, turn 12. It's the part that everyone is afraid of. So it should be cool to watch people go down it. You can see there's a huge hill, so it's completely blind when you're going over it, which makes it really tough. And we have a nice little section of no traffic here where we can talk about it, but I think Paul and friend are gonna be blasting by here in 2 race cars in a second, so.
Yeah, he was going for it. Apparently he left in the ambulance. Well, really? He snap oversteered on turn 5, is what they're saying. Hit the left wall.
Life of a Lotus owner. Not driving my Lotus. Sounds about right. Look at the badge on that Civic. That's so funny. This guy has an Audi badge on his Honda Civic. I love it. You can hear the sound it makes in the water. It just sounds like rubbing.
Never really used it for what it's intended for, but it works good for everything else. Oh, did I get it?
I thought that was probably like the fingers on the pressure.
Yeah, because I was just checking the your slave cylinder was working fine. Yeah. And it was as soon as it like a
well, as far as clutch goes, that's pretty good news, right? Those
yeah,
parts are cheaper than the.
As far as your gear's not going in, not going into gear, that's the best case scenario. Yeah.
We will build it stronger. We will build it stronger, and hopefully with the track warranty. That's it. That's all I have to say. Subscribe, like this video. What else do YouTubers say? Smash that like button.
You're so bad at this.
Gently press that like button. You don't mind if I use the name of the shop or the like exotic auto care?
I appreciate it actually.
Cool.
I don't do much advertising anymore.
Yeah, well I know it was actually really hard to find you, I'm not gonna lie.